Hello guys, you're watching Droid Crunch and I'm Lokesh Kapoor, and in this video I'm going to tell you how you can create a form. A form through which your visitors can create posts and you can manage them. That post can be for many purposes. It can be from your writer, it can be a guest post from an author who want to contribute on your site. So there are many uses of it. You can implement so here I will import a form. I can name it anything. Now I can make it content. Oh, cool. Let me hide this. I will post title. So I will write title here. I don't need email field. Uh, Let me show you quickly the main things. Okay, we have title and description basically for this purpose. So I can use the button and change its text to send post for review. Cool. You can also use an icon to it. Um, Maybe this one will be better. And after. Okay. So now I have to set up an action. That's the save for Elementor perform. It's from dynamic content for Elementor plugin. So when you click on save right here, add save, it will pop right here. Now you need to click here. Here are several options like post, user, term, and option, like to which database you want to save the data. So I have used post. Now ignore empty fields. it's a multiple as array. We don't have any array as now. We like to have only one action, so we don't need to do anything with it. We are using both the fields, so we don't need to specify the fields in here. And here is the field name, but you can also change its field name from here at once. Maybe it is title and here it is description. Now here in the below you can accordingly change this, the message, description, and name, title, and you don't need form entry by thing here. So I will remove all the text before it. So here it goes. Here in which post type you want to save data, so just post, and whether you want to publish, private, or draft. I want to keep it draft. That's why I have written send post for review, so the administrator can check the post before it is live. Now we are ready with it, so let's give it a publish. Now let's get back to our dashboard, create a page, and here we have our templates, publish templates. Here front end form. Here we have copied add new post. This will be our page. I have copied the shortcode. I will paste it in this page. So here I have shortcode widget. Let's drop it here and paste the shortcode. So now it's here. I don't want this sidebar here, so I can change the layout to a full width. Okay, that's cool. Okay, now let's publish it. Now here we have this page, add new post. Let's open here. Now this is my test title. This is my description, right? We sent for review. The form is sent and data is retrieved. Here you can check it in the all posts. This is my test title, and here is the description. This is my description, right? So what is missing here? The missing thing is that I am not getting the normal editor, so where I can bold, italic, underline anything, create a link out of it. So what you can do here in this template, this one, what you can do is just go to your description, and here's a dynamic button, dynamic content button, and you can enable this WYSIWYG editor, right? So this is a TinyMIC WordPress 2 thing that will be enabled right from here, and when you refresh this thing, and here you get this awesome editor. So you can create next one, testing 2, just for your reference. URL, anything. So here we go. Cool. Let's see this. Testing 2. So now we have retrieved the data in in a normal layout with a title and description. Now the second part, I will show you how you can implement custom fields. So let's create a custom field group for post type. New Maybe let's keep it to singer lyrics maybe. Okay, so musician can maybe add new field. We can name it uh, singer, just for an instance, and here we can the video URL, right? Maybe URL field, and post type is equal to post. Let's publish this. So now what we have here, we have added three custom post types, sorry, custom fields uh, under the text, that's musician, singer, and video URL. Now what we want to do is when the user submits the form, all these fields are filled up. So let us create our form here. What we will do, we will create three more fields here. It was a text field called musician, right? Now here what you want to notice that this ID should be equivalent to this key value, right? So this musician is here, singer. Let's keep this as same. Here will be the URL, the URL field. So let's keep it to video URL. Great, wonderful. Let's update this now. Title, singing post title. This is text description. Musician uh, Stephen, singer Parishit, video URL, maybe anything. Good to go. Now let's get back to our post. Here we have all the posts. So singing post title, and all the fields are popped up with Stephen, Arjit, and this is our URL which we had input right on the front end form field. So can you see how easy it is? Now the third thing I had mentioned is how you can hide this form to non-logged in users. So here we have a page and a section. In a section we have form, in the page we have returned the form through a shortcode. So I'm using Content Locker Pro for this purpose. So I have all the lockers here. I have created a locker already, that's sign in locker, right? Let me show you how you can create a new one by editing this. So I have not used any of this, just an email with default options enabled. So this enable, that will save email in my leads, right? And how to use it, just so you can see all these emails by clicking this button. They're the same as this, the same link. Okay, you can enable, let the users create account from the form itself. So this is quite easy. I have not touched any of these except this title, sign to create a guest post. The visibility, hide for members is off, show always is off, lock after and signing to unlock, so it will be unlocked, and all the leads that you filled up will be added here. Test edit of test.com recently made this. So this is how it works. The second way to hide this from is to just, first of all, let's move this one first. Here. And here, let's hit apply. Yeah, through visibility we can hide this from. You can enable visibility, and based on the user role you can set a trigger as user role, like here, and here you need to specify the role for which you want your form to be seen only, like restricted form for those users. Like I have enabled the visibility, and it will show to the users who have the roles of this administrator. I can also use editor maybe, so my editor can also see this form. Any editor can be your guest, user, or someone who wants to post guest posts. And let's update this now. So I am seeing this because I am administrator. So yeah, I am not an administrator, so I cannot see this form here. So this is how it works. So this is all for today's video. Hope you enjoyed this video. You can give us a feedback in the comment section below. For any questions, you can also ask in the comments. Bye bye, have a great day. Thank you.